Hey everyone, and welcome back to Pretty and New. And hopefully we don't have to fight boggarts here or something like that, because that would make me kind of throw a conniption
Boggart
fit.
Shouldn't be here. Hey,
Yep.
there's like a camp down there.
Yep, probably the Primos, they are the stone people. So they look to have blocked off the normal path. Oh.
Well.
Tally-ho!
Ah!
I love the jumping in this game, it's cool.
Ooh.
I looked like a Jotun.
Bloody.
First we have an army of Jotun at our gates, and now this. I don't know you, little one, but you'll find no quarter here. This is still Colossi-held territory for the moment. State your intent.
Sigh. I suppose it makes sense.
Why couldn't we play as one of these guys? I would be so happy.
Because this is the DLC
It's
race.
stupid. Because it would have been much more interesting to be like a nice, crazy-looking stone person that's slightly overlarge with awesome-looking weaponry than just some dinky elf chick and with zero personality.
Well, go play Wildstar, then you can be a Granok.
You barge into these lands, and yet you do not know who holds them? I am. My people are Colossi. For years we have held these lands as the hallowed grounds of our gods. We are stone and flesh, sword and faith.
Get out of my way!
No,
Get
you don't
outta
like Fighting
here.
with people. Come on.
Everything does harm in these lands. I do not know you, so why should I take you at your word? Furthermore, none have come from those caverns since they were sealed, save you. How is it you came here?
Talk about the stone face.
About the caverns.
It is a road that has gone otherwise unwalked since it was sealed. How did you walk this path?
It wasn't particularly hard. It's just that everyone else is stupid.
Some statue dragged me here, or a
Let's
strange
see.
entity invited me.
Some statue dragged me here. Woo!
Statue? Could it be? An auspicious claim, but we must put it aside for now. The Jotun rally.
Even she has the wacky eyelid issue. Alright, so it looks like we do have a lot of Jotun. So,
Yeah, it seems as though in this land, it did show that there were a lot of Ettins, Jotuns, and Trolls that were fighting the Colossi.
yeah, with any luck there will be some unique designs for the monsters. I mean, we already saw the weird bird things and a variant on the old rat design.
I mean, the good thing is that being Colossi, they're large enough to fight these guys as though they were equals. Like, with us fighting them, they're like twice our height.
Yep. I really wish we were bigger just so we could, like, actually weather these guys' hits. Because, like, they don't hurt us, but they knock us back, which seems kind of pointless to me.
That was well fought, little friend. You have a strength in your arms that belies their lack of girth. Perhaps you are not the interloper I believed you to be. You claim to have been summoned. But for what purpose? What strange forces brought you here? You speak of the Holy King of my people, and that artifact you bear. Could it be the cipher? Your mission is twice damned already. The Primos is a recluse. But more immediate than that is the Jotun horde. Idylla is sealed off as long as they continue plaguing my people.
Then off with the Jotun. Yeah, you can ask why the king is
Yep.
a recluse.
I'll ask about these first and then go to this. Because these continue the plot and these are...
It is the city you see floating in the sky over this land of savages and dangers. It is my people's greatest accomplishment and failure. I cannot speak more of it to an outsider. Forgive me.
I have seen and heard more emotion from this singular character than any other in this game.
Yep.
Have
Except
you
for maybe
noticed
that one Warsworn lady, she was kind of sad and angry a couple of times. But no, whomever they hired to be this woman's voice actor and facial animator has done a pretty damn good job of it compared to everybody else in the game.
A relic of great importance to those of my people that carry the faith. I thought it was just a myth, but one who carries the cipher is much loved by the gods. So the sages of my race say. A blessing as much as a curse.
Okay, recluse.
Yes, hiding away in his high tower and pining for gods that will never listen to him.
So you can really see that disgust on her face right now.
Yeah, she actually does have a little bit of a curl to her lip. Like, you can see a bit of her teeth on one side. She's got the snarl. Why the hell couldn't they have brought this level of production quality into the full game?
The Primos is the highest office among the Colossi, reserved for the one that leads my people in politics and prayer. At least that is how things should be. But Anakatos, the latest to have this authority, has not lived up to his duties. Our people are stranded in a wild land, in a time of our greatest doubt, and he locks himself away from us. Our ruler leaves us leaderless. The Jotun are led by Karunk, a warlord that reigns over his horde from his ramshackle tower. One of my scouts, Remy's, watches them now. He can offer you advice on fighting the warlord, and if you can kill Karunk, I will lead you to the Primos myself.
Yeah,
She's even smiling and looking hopeful.
Yeah, and she raises her eyebrows. She narrows her eyes when she's speaking distastefully of other things.
It's weird. DLC, like Red Faction Armageddon, the DLC is kind of crappy. DLC for this actually feels like it's going to be better than the rest of the game, which is really offensive. Alright, well, we could talk to her about stuff, but it doesn't seem like there's really much.
Ask about the Colossi.
Okay.
We have come, little one, from savage lands and savage past. We have been picked by the gods to carry their will across this world. And now we inhabit this land, summoned by our gods to do their works, and who now are silent.
Look at those calves.
Yeah. No, the
They're
modeling...
chiseled. Get it? Ha ha her.
Get out.
What?
I command the soldiers that protect my people, the Colossi, from the dangers of this land. They are many, and we are but few. Each passing year it seems more and more like we lose ground. But what can we do? We are commanded to stay here.
Aww, look at her.
She's actually sad. Alright.
Bring word to the city. They will need to know about the Jotun and this new interloper.
Man, it makes you wonder what the king is gonna look like.
Watch him be just, like, almost identical and boring. Oops.
Nah, I imagine him with, like, chiseled beard thing.
Maybe. Auto attempt. Auto attempt.
No!
Blew up. Loot chest.
You didn't get cursed?
Nope. Looks like I just got damaged. Awesome. I should probably have put more points into spelling it, because at this point blacksmithing is largely useless to us. You know, if we find another Fate Weaver, I will... Oh, hello.
Kyra.
That's a longsword. It looks like. Apparently it's supposed to be good for fighting Colossi.
Hopefully we don't have to fight
Funky.
against them, I mean...
I mean, we probably will have to. Whoa, weird lag spike. I'm going to save just in case something terrible happens. Let's go. So, this place is pretty. I like it. It's got, of course, a lot of, like, Roman-inspired architecture.
And foliage, too, if you look at the trees.
You know what I'm most happy about, though? We haven't gotten a side quest yet.
Oh, I like the orange flowers.
Yeah. Normally I'd cut out... God damn it.
Nah, not another sprite.
Fucking shits. Get out of here. Get out.
More sprites.
Get out of my, like, idyllic happy land of new things and higher production values. Like, even the grass here looks better. I mean, it's kind of awkwardly in patches, but you know what?
Well, it's crabgrass, you know. The grass just decides to grow thicker and longer than everything else.
Yeah. Like, I still wish the rocks were hand-painted, but it still looks nicer than pretty much the rest of the game. Oh, I'm just... Nope, never mind.
Wait. What is that thing?
It's, well, there's a shrine.
Yeah, so go to the shrine. I like the candles floating on the tiny rocks.
Uh-huh. No, they're pretty. I just saw the chest and I was like, I'm not going to tango with that. But next time we see a Fate Weaver, I'm going to switch my Fate over to pure adventuring and no more crafting because there's no point
What's
to it
the
anymore.
right?
A bunch of monsters, probably.
Bunch of chests, too.
Looks to be...
Kobolds,
Geared,
come on.
Dingit, Hergen. I kind of pinned him inside the rock. Amazing.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, this game has funky clipping.
And he's just dangling and wobbling and...
Waggling. Waggling his wiggles. That sounded weird.
Yep.
But no, I am not keen on this. Especially because we've got a lot of kobolds coming for us. Alright,
Whoa!
so... Yep.
Ton of kobolds.
Ton of kobolds. Death to everyone. Death, death, death. Holy crap, they have a lot of health.
Whoa.
Okay, so clearly Greatsword is the...
Go-to weapon. 1/wonder.
Sweet lordy. They're all dying.
Okay, well now can you do your, like, A move to...
Almost.
I'm just worried that some of them are going to be out of your range.
Nope. I already got them all. And I'm just punching rocks. I don't even know what was happening there.
Too much death.
Yeah, too much death. Computer can't handle it. They all died. And there's some treasure chests in here. I'm not even sure if it's, like, really necessary to go after a whole lot of loot in this game. But, I don't know. I'm actually in the market for new... Alright, and we're back. Game crashed for whatever reason, so I figured I'd just blitz it for the end. So we found Remus's camp. Is
And
it
no one's
Remus
here.
or Remus?
I think
Well,
it's,
There he is. Like, he is here. I'm looting everything. Hey, it's probably the first time we're going to talk to a male version of one of these guys.
see, look what I tell our Baird.
He's
And
gonna-
he looks like he has little Caesar.
Yeah, he also looks like he's
Laurel's
talking
going-
to himself. And upskirt.
Fortunately, they have...
0 sexual organs, potentially.
Ah! What a horrid little thing you are! Are you some kind of Jotun runt? Explain yourself quickly. The last thing I want is to give away my position.
My audio is messed up, so I can't hear him, but Chill can hear him.
I can hear him.
That much I was aware of, and I knew Sakandra would send someone. But you? A sign of the times, to be sure, but if you're to do the deed, then I have information that you will need.
Wait, is this guy all rhymey? Because that was all
The
rhymey.
deed and the need.
Yeah. It's probably unintentional. But
His
funny
voice
regardless.
sounds very familiar.
Maybe.
Karunk is truly powerful, but no more so than his brethren. It is not his strength that's troubling. It's his fortitude. 2 kobolds he keeps with him work some strange magics that heal his wounds and help him resist injury. Kill them, and the fight is yours. Using primal magic would certainly help as well. Strange thing, aren't you? Primal magic is a magic imbued upon weapons and gems. Only armament can channel it. The magic does some damage on its own, but its true strength is its ability to augment other magics you cast on your foe to a devastating degree. Take this weapon, use it to inflict primal magic on a foe, and let loose your spells. Even a Jotun warlord could not withstand such an onslaught. Very well, little one.
I don't think we're going to use it. Scepters in this game are like some of the biggest piece of crap as far as weapons go that I could tell. Cause... Nope. Wait.
Sorry.
There we go. The problem with scepters is they use up like a crazy amount of magic. So it's just super not worth it ever.
So there's a tower we have to go up. Huh.
Oh, I derped it. So we've got wolves and we've got Jotun and For a second, I thought it said new Jotun chieftain, and I was confused. And now I'm going to run around in circles because I forgot to start the timer back up when we cut back from the crash. Right? Whatever. Wolf. Wowth. Nope. Jotun. Yeah, they might actually be... the voice actor might be someone.
I don't know. You have to look it up.
I don't know, this game has a weird penchant for not using particularly famous voice actresses, though.
What are you talking
or voice
about?
Actors.
For some of the main characters, yeah, they were recognizable. Remember when we looked up the guy that voiced Gadflow? And how he was everything?
Oh... Yeah... That's true.
Like, he was in a lot of Disney stuff, actually.
Yeah. He was Pete. From the Kingdom Hearts and, I guess, just not Kingdom Hearts series. But that's what I recognize the voice from.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I don't know, is cool.
But didn't he also voice Pooh and Tigger and a bunch of other things?
Yeah, that is true. Pressing all the wrong buttons to open this chest up.
It must be a real feat to be able to voice both Pooh and Tigger. Because Pooh sort of has an odd voice. And then you have...
I can see the similarities, though.
Tigger does his whole woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
It's understandable enough, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they changed the design of the Rune Lord here, but he seems different. Also,
He seems
Gooskin.
to be wearing more. I think it's hilarious when their bellies jiggle.
Yeah. No, the secondary animations on these guys are pretty fun.
Now that wasn't the chieftain. Goose, no! Lord Gooskin, how could you?
I was just gonna stand there and, like, look silly.
But you know that your little magic balls of just...
You know what? My balls hate chickens, okay?
It's sort of like how...
That came out wrong.
If you cast a spell, like, sort of an area of effect around your body, and you happen to be running around in an MMO or something, and you accidentally kill rabbits and such that just happen to be hopping near you, just sort of like, no! How could you? These guys just like to take their time.
Yeah, they do. They're also kind of... not thick-skinned, but they are tough and rough and tumble. There we go. That's the right term I'm going for.
Pompous looking when they do their stuff.
Yeah, but I don't know. I still find them more interesting to fight than Ettins generally, or the
Trolls and stuff.
You remember those like red guys that we would fight?
Oh, I don't like them. Whatever they are. What are you doing?
What do you mean? What am I doing?
That spell.
It's the new spell.
Oh, the Blasty Blast one that doesn't do that much?
Like, it does more than pretty much everything else except for the fire one, but it still doesn't do as much damage as I would like it to. Hey, we're gonna level up soon. That's new. We're actually almost up to max level. Almost. And if I'd go and do all those side quests, we would be. But, you know what, when it comes down to it, I don't feel like doing any more side quests in this game. I've had enough. We're powerful enough, and none of them are particularly interesting. I think some...
aren't most of them fetch quests or find this missing person?
I think I was arguing with somebody about, like, how I should have actually done a 100%, like, show everything run. And it's
where
just
you
like,
show all of the side quests? Oh.
Yeah, like, who would want to watch that? Like, I guess if we could provide enough intelligent commentary, it really doesn't matter what we're doing, as long as we're interesting. But it's still, it's like watching a movie, like the driest documentary with Morgan Freeman narrating, but it's just like dung beetles standing around. Like, who would want to watch that?
Actually, it'd be more like this. You know how in, like, Lord of the Rings, for instance, you have the characters, you know, on their epic quest. They encounter a few key points in their plot that help them progress. But let's say you had to watch all of the hours and minutes in between those points of them walking, eating, killing random deer to get food.
Well, I mean, you could cut a lot of that stuff out because it's technically not important, but it's like, they talk to an innkeeper who's having some trouble with orcs that they kill along the way. And it's like you include that even though it's largely meaningless to the overarching plot.
I just think that you would get you would get movies that were about 10 hours long.
Is this the bush? Yeah, this is the bush.
It is. Kark.
Dirk. Well,
Or
here's what we're gonna do.
I forget
It's
how she
Karunk.
pronounced it.
It was just making me think of Kronk from
So those are the
Copal Attendants. Yep.
Yep.
He's a feisty Etten.
He's just smashy smash, and clearly you have to get those guys. Yep.
Well, let's just make this easier on ourselves. Hello! You're gonna die. Look at his health bar go down.
Sheesh. Ooh.
Bam! That did not take a whole lot of effort. And we got Athene's tear. So we've got Athene's cipher, and now we have her tears too. Oh, right. I can force these locks. Yes. Right.
There's a jump down point.
No.
You're not even going to.
Don't even care. Hello, Remus. Killed things. Why are you standing down here instead? Oh, it's her.
A different guy. It's a girl. Yeah,
It's Sakandra.
From earlier.
I had heard. From Remy's, I received word that one such as you entered Karunk's tower with no trepidation, no anxiety. Do I even have to ask? Does the war chief still draw breath?
Deader than a doornail.
It was said the gods would call their champion, and here you are bearing the cipher, seeking the Primos. If you have learned something of primal magic, this staff may be of value to you. Take it with my thanks for your role in killing the warlord. Now my forces can put the rest of the Jotun to the spear beckoned.
Beckoned.
Before this day, I thought it was just a myth, a lie my people told ourselves to make our sins more bearable. The beckoned is a deliverer. The beckoned speaks for the gods. The beckoned is their messenger, their conduit. What is the beckoned? One who carries the cipher, the icon of the gods. One who faces the troubles of my people without hesitancy. The beckoned is you.
They really use repetition in their speech in order to create emphasis.
Yep.
The one who carries, the one who faces. The beckon does this, the beckon does that.
Our eyelashes.
Yeah, I know.
With their leader dead, they will likely keep to themselves and lose the will to harry my people as they have. I will wager that they won't suffer incursions into their camp, for good or ill. But still they have caused my people suffering. Shall we wait and allow them to inevitably rise again? This is our best opportunity to finish them.
This is something different.
Yeah, this is the first time we've ever had this thing. So do we spare them or do we kill them?
Because, I mean, the good thing would be to spare them, but at the same time, they're
Monsters.
brutes that are just going to try to kill them again.
We've never even run into a situation where they've even tried to talk, use diplomacy, or anything. They just kind of beat on people. I vote violence.
I mean, as bad as it sounds, it's sort of like how sometimes you have to cut off a malignant limb in order to save the rest of the body. I mean, then again, who's to say what race should live or die, but these people are far more reasonable than the Jotun ever are.
And it's also one of those where it's like, in modern times, it's like there aren't a whole lot of like highly militant people, but we don't try and reason with
terrorists.
Well, I mean, you kind of try and reason with terrorists just to get them to stop what they're doing. But say if like, I don't know. There are no good examples
What about the
except for like,
slavers and the bandits and the militant people in Africa that are killing civilians?
Yeah, you don't really negotiate with them except for to get things and mostly people back. But normally, you know what? They deserve death. So death.
We do not need to attend to this task ourselves. My soldiers will see to the work. I will now take you to the henge, the device that transports the colossi between the city and the surface. Let us depart.
Yay!
Be cautious in these lands.
Okay, time to follow Sindera. But we'll do that on the next episode of Kingdoms of Amalur. See you guys then!